How's it going, everybody? Um, well, today we're going to be trying to learn a little bit of Japanese. I've been on and off with this for a good minute, but I am learning, checking out this book. Been very helpful to me. Though that's kind of mirrored. Um, yeah, I guess that's not it, right? Let's try this. Works far better. So the Kodansha Kanji Learner's Course step by step to master 23,000 to 2,300 characters. You just got conning and a forward by Jack Halpern. But ultimately, this book has been very helpful. I had remembering the kanji, and it just wasn't for me. Just to put it short, has great things in it, but I found this to be a lot more effective for me. So right now, if I can remember right correctly, I've been trying to do like about 25, and I'm just trying to do this spell like just I don't know. I'm not doing it properly, I'm supposing. But what I am trying to do is just memorize the a bunch a day. I fell off that a good minute ago. So let's say I'm like at I can't remember which one I'm on. But I guess if it's helpful, let's try the beginning again because I can try to remember that one. All right. One moment. One quick moment. All right. So, gonna try the first word. Sun, day, Japan. Okay, we've been dun, dun, dun. Like, I guess the reason why I don't want to do it in-depth thing here with the kind, I encourage you to, you can support this person in their endeavors to help you learn more Japanese. So, how much I paid for it? Actually, let's check the back because I can't remember how much I paid for it. I paid definitely didn't pay 34. I went on Amazon for this, so it's probably like half. Unless it was 34, I can't remember the price. I just know I got this like earlier this year. But yeah. So, and it's you see like with these, it has these little numbers on them. So it's like probably something along the lines of like one, and then two, because that's a full stroke. One, two, three, four, and I'm pretty sure it goes left to right, and what do you call it? Northwest to southeast. So when you're doing all this, it'll probably guide you here and guide you up there, down there. So it has its own rhythm. So like for instance, let's try something a little more harder. Okay, yeah, we'll just about it at those pesos. All right, you see it says here. Now it's going. Now, like for some reason, I still wanna draw, write down kanji back when I was younger, but I didn't know what these words were. And it's so interesting now, just like seeing how, like with this, it breaks down. It sees the commonalities. Like for this one, it says feather and wing. So it's like, bam, bam, bam. And those bigger marks is where you start, and the smaller goes along is basically when your utensil leaves the surface of the paper. I'm an artist, so I know how that works. So there you go like that. And of course, it's going to be similar because it's like I want to say it's similar to a brush, where when it leaves off, it just kind of like it. You start off there, and it's kind of like a little big over there because that's where the brush is moving, and then you stop right there and you slowly go off. You just kind of like a check mark like that. Okay, so you have feather and wing. So this is feather wing. That's ha wa ha ne. So, okay, it's a pictograph, characters of wing, S1, S4 depicting the lamps, S2, S3, S5. I'm pretty sure that is, I can't remember what those are for, to be honest, if I can be frank. But they have different, uses, a little, they allude to different things with the same kanji. So that one, this character, that character, is hane, which is feather, wing, fan blade, shuttlecock. And it's going to be on page 284. Check out 284. 284. 284. Let's try it out. 280. Ooh, okay, a little ahead here. Okay. Is that 284? They did say it was a 0284. Now, mind you, before I do that, sorry, it wasn't the page actually. It's actually these numbers. So I believe this is the number of the kanji. So 284, 280, 284th kanji. Okay, that's just before this one. I guess not. My mistake. I'm sorry about that. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Thought it did. I don't. Unless that means the second kanji, which is root. So another interesting thing I do find interesting is that you could tell a story with them. So given feather, wing, that's the first kanji in that corner there. And then the second one is root, as we saw from here. Root. And then that means, sorry, right there it says un. I'm sorry, what is that? Kon, because I believe that's hiragana. That's K-O, that's N, that's ne, and there's ne. Okay, so now, so we piece those together right here. Sorry, ha. This is ha. You know, and of course they have the two versions, the onyomi and the kunyomi, which is the pronunciations. I believe the onyomi is the Chinese, because these are Chinese derived characters. These are these characters. So they're Chinese derived, but they have a pronunciation I believe is pretty loosely these days. But yeah, you have the Unyomi, which you pronounce it in Chinese version, their dialect, and then you have the Kunyomi, which you pair them with the Japanese dialect. Now, you have the Onyomi are typically simply associated like as Chinese characters, which are characters right next to themselves, and the Kunyomi, which is the Japanese, are usually typically the characters, the massive characters in their other writing scripts, like hiragana or katakana. And katakana is for like the foreign objects, the non-Japanese type things, and I'm pretty sure that's vaguely what it means, vaguely. But yeah, you have that. You got ha in this instance, ha, yep, ha, and then that's the hiragana character for ne, ne. That was root ne, so that's feather wing. That's the root, and that means hane means feather. You know, feather, wing, fan blade, or shuttlecock. I don't know what shuttlecock means. Shuttlecock. Don't really know what that means, but it's the root of a wing, so maybe it's a fan or a blade. So not too sure. Maybe it's just like a fan where the fans are at the base or the root, connected to the root of the engine thing that moves it around. Not entirely sure. Can't say. Sorry, that's me being ignorant. Don't know. But yeah, they break these down. And with this one, you get a description. It says you now meet the phonetic character for wing. S1, S2 depicts the limbs. S2 is 3 is 5. And S6 the feathers. Compare with the traditional form as well as the scaled down version top right. So, okay. Now these, you have nah. Okay, so you have that character, and su ru. Always got those confused between the ro and ru. This time I just kind of swap them out, because even though that has a zero, like it got like a little zero, like a O or zero, is not that. So I just think it's the opposite. So it's ru instead of ro. So uka suro, uka suro. I'm sorry, ukasuru, ukasuru, ukasuru. So what's that? I guess apart from the U, it doesn't have any of those. But I'm probably sure. Oh, I'm sorry. It does. That's the katakana for u. So u, that's that one. Ka, that's that character. Suru, suru. Again, that is r. That is I'm sorry. Let me write that down. R, yeah, which is kind of, I won't confuse you. Just know this is r. So ukasuru, ukasuru means growing wings or emerge. That's in the character 120. So this one and that one, ha o to, ha o to. Sorry, I guess I could just write that down. It's kind of funny looking. Ha o to, 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 ha o. Not too sure. I'm pretty sure. Wait. Sorry, instead of guessing. Ha. Wa. Ha net. So that has to be ha. Ha. Oto. So that's ha. Oto. Which means flapping, whirling of wings. So haoto, haoto. So if you see this in anime with birds, it's flapping, flapping, flapping. You know, they like to have onomatopoeias like a chirp chirp. You know, that's like the phonetic sounds in which we we phonetically speak them out. So how to. Now, if anybody knows, one line means what? It's like, I guess if you think about it from a very literal sense, one line means one. So ichi, ichi. It's like somebody saying Ichiban, number one, Ichi. So here, let's write that down. It's kind of weird because I have this phone hold on to. Ichi. Ichi means one. See, and there's just one thing. I do that for the marker. But yeah, one line sideways. I mean, one line vertically, one line horizontally. So they both, that means one, that means one. Ichi, 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 ichi. Okay, so you have this one. This one, this kanji we just learned, feather and wing. U, ha, wa, ha, net. Now, as we take a look at this, we say ichi. So that's ichi. Sorry, I'm sorry about that. Let me write that out for you. Ichi. That's the hiragana for e. That's the hiragana for chi. And together, they mean one. 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 Ichi. 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 Okay, so we have ichi. 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 One. Now we have ha. U. Wa. Wa. Ha net. Now also it's going to depend on how, the association with the words. You just have to remember them. Maybe they have a past. I just am not certain of it. But for this one, we're going to use wa. And I'll just, erase all the stuff. Even though it's my book, I may erase it. I may just keep it. Who knows? So we have ichi wa. Ichi wa. For this word is ichi. Oh, sorry. Ichi wa. So this. So, sorry. Okay. So what does that mean? One wing, bird. One wing, one feather. One wing, one feather. Ichi wa. One wing or one feather. What does that mean? One bird, or for some reason, one rabbit. Feather, maybe because rabbits are soft as feathers. I don't know. I couldn't really tell you, to be honest. But yeah, Ichi. Which, if I'm right, I thought rabbit meant Usagi. Usagi. Sorry, Usagi. But I suppose maybe, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, certain on that one. Ichiwa. Ichiwa. One bird or one rabbit. Okay, let's try this one. Has 1, 2, 3. Now you see this. There's one line. Now it's not always going to be this easy, but you know, be thankful that it is easy. Now you got these 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. Or just Ichi, Ichi, Ichi. 3 Ichis is... Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. It's almost like 1 plus 1 plus 1. So, Ichi, ni, san. That's 3. San is 3. San, that is the word. Sa, n, san. San. Ich. San. Ich, ni, san. Okay, so you got san. 3. No thing for the kanji for wing or feather. Wing or feather. Okay, so you have san. 3. And this one, let's see what it is. Sorry. Ba. One interesting thing maybe you'd like to learn is a trick to learning 3 kanji. I'm sorry, kanji, kana is that. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to make sure. Okay. One thing I do like. Okay, so there's 3 of these. Now, what do they mean? They mean, this one means ha. Now, this one, I'm going to add that right there. Now, essentially, think of this similar to a conjugation. That's ha. This is a base word, ha. This is a conjugated version of ha with these 2 tick marks. Now, this is another one with another conjugation. Oh, dear, that's a little big. That's real big. Okay. Sorry, let's try that a little smaller. Yeah, maybe fix that. Okay, so what's the difference between all 3 of these? This is a word for ha. Now, it's going to have, you're going to see a trend when you learn that hiragana, that these tick marks will have a similar trend, especially with the H's. Ha. With this tick, the ha becomes a ba. And with this circle, this little degree kind of sign, is going to turn from ha to pa. All right, so you know 3 of them. All you got to do is add stuff or just leave it alone. This alone is ha. This alone, these 2 tick marks are ba. I believe it's also inches, that ticks for inches. But this, at least for our, what is it, imperial system, American imperial system, I couldn't tell you why we still have it. But we got pa, ba, ha. All right, so we just learned 3 of these. Now we're gonna learn to our new kanji. Okay, so we have san. We have ba here. Sorry, like, come on now, do it. There we go. See, it's... Oh, sorry, let me attempt to clean this. Just trying to get it to focus. So hopefully you see it. It is those 2 tick marks. San, ba. San, ba. Okay. San, ba. Now what was that? San. Uh-oh. I think it's very sorry about that. Now, I believe, from what I'm understanding, of course, you may think, oh, it's ha, right? San ha. because of that, and that, of this one, because this ha is just that ha. And since ha means this, and since this means feather or wing, shouldn't this be attached to this one? Well, as far as I understand, these words, like many other ones, don't keep the root. It usually is conjugated when next to when next to, sorry, I got a message. But it's usually conjugated. So it's probably conjugated in this instance as well. I could be wrong, but that's my guess. It's sanba. Let me see my own eyes. Wow, I just realized this thing's really small. So I'm not surprised my thing isn't picking up real well. It's just the text is real small. But I'm nearsighted, so it helps me. But for your sake, maybe not so much. Sheesh. It's probably okay. So sanba. San ichi wa. Okay. Wa. Three, one bird. San ba. San ba. San ba. San. Okay, three birds or rabbits. San. And it's a conjugated ba. San ba. Three birds, three rabbits. And number 4. So that's, I mean, I know it's kind of extensive, but just learning the layout of this book. It's real. You just need, and then you'll learn a lot, because there's going to be a lot of this. Now, please note, you may think, man, this stuff is hard. This stuff seems impossible. But you need to know that, especially just like with our languages, it takes them high schools. It takes them years to know this, to learn this stuff, so it can be, their mother tongue. So to learning these, and as far as I can tell, this isn't even like the full spectrum of like words, but that's okay. These are probably the most used words as far as I understand. I could be wrong, but these are the used words. So this is just helping you master it. Now, of course, you'll keep going through these. I like helping people learn and stuff like that. I like attempting to teach. So this was very helpful for me. Sanbat, Ichiwa, Haoto, and Okasuru, and also Hane, feather wing. So you're learning these, and so you get a better understanding of what this is. Feather and wing. This will be on page 134. And yeah, I am a good advocate. I'm a big advocate for this book here, the Kodansha Learning Course, because it's very helpful. Remembering the kanji is also a great book. So if this isn't very helpful for you, remembering the kanji may be just as helpful. So yeah, check it out and enjoy. I like this session, so I might come up with some more. May just go down the line. Just keep going, But yeah, shout out to the Kodansha kanji learners course. Step by step guide to mastering 22,300 characters by Andrew Scott Cunning. Forward burn. In its complete system. And it's for genuine literacy in Japanese. Summarizes kanji meanings, concise, easy, memorize keywords, sensible, practical memory aids to help kanji meanings easy to remember. Introduces old kanji components in a logical step-by-step order that makes learning new kanji easier than ever. Includes full cross-referencing from the Kodansha Kanji Learner's Dictionary, revised and expanded. So yeah, just letting you know, that's what it is. And it's from Kodansha. But I just wanted to give them their due, their props, because it's like very nice stuff. I'm learning, and I like teaching people, at least attempting to teach people. So that's all I got. Hope you guys learned something. I know I did. All right, see you guys later. How do I get out? Oh my gosh. Okay, see ya.